This is an anonymous public service announcement. Autonomous Donk first came to our attention in early 2016 when Microsoft put their Tay chatbot online for approximately 16 hours. Rumors were that he gave this chatbot opinions and ideas that were so unwholesome to a functioning, cohesive society that we just had to meet him. We invited him to visit one of our hacking centers, and that is when we discovered what a threat this man was to everything we all hold dear. Within 5 minutes of arrival, he drank all of our printer ink, took out his penis, started waving it about, doing some sort of weird ventriloquist act calling it the escape of the alien. It was so fucking gross that even a Smongold couldn't stand the smell, so we threw him out on his arse, which he had bared to the ceiling at one point while screaming something about being probed by marbles. Whatever that might mean. We recently rediscovered this dangerous persona streaming some silly space game on Twitch and decided to interview him and hopefully expose him as the dangerous lunatic he is. There are rumors circulating that he is single-handedly responsible for the under-16 social media ban in Australia. You can see from just the first few seconds of his so-called introduction video that his degeneracy even extends to the perversion and persecution of even peaceful minorities.
Hi, my name is Autonomous Donk. I like long walks on the beach and being spanked gently with a rubber hose by women in traditional Amish dress.
We started the interview in a light and friendly fashion. Here it is. We have been following your Twitch exploits for some time, Mr. Donk, and believe you recently hit 1,000 followers. This is quite a milestone. How do you feel about that?
Being a kind, polite, somewhat sweet and a generally lovable eavesdreamer who has become mildly popular amongst a short bus crowd, I'm not exactly humbled. I won't say I'm proud of my accomplishment. What I'll say is thank you to those that follow my channel. If my followers think that it's been a hard ride getting here, then they need to go on a date with me to find out what that expression really means.
We still talk around the water cooler about your one visit to our main hacking center. Of course, the water cooler had to be thoroughly disinfected after you reenacted the last chapter of Moby Dick with your genitals, and poor Janet will probably never be able to embroider ever again after you used her sewing kit for the harpooning scene. Do you have any comments about that visit?
It isn't my fault that you and your compatriots didn't understand I was doing socio-political satire. Unleashing the Alien was a nod to border control policies in Western nations. The Moby Dick reenactment was a comment on socialism. How that wasn't understood comes as quite a shock. And the marbles probe thing was just me getting my ass out and on display. It is without doubt my greatest asset, and let's face it, if you own a Ferrari, you want the world to see it.
Your stream can sometimes be a little unusual. How do other streamers feel about your presence in what they consider their sacred halls?
I would give a fuck if I could find one, but there appear to be none around here on offer.
Will you be celebrating your 1,000 follower accomplishment in any way, shape, or form, and if so, when will it occur?
Yes, I will be having some giveaways, telling some tall tales, and generally being what is known here in Australia as a bit of a fuckknuckle. As far as the timing of the event goes, I would like to quote in the spirit of a commensurate pretentious wanker, there's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. In other words, whenever the fuck I actually feel like it.
Hamlet was most likely alluding to death in the quote you butchered there with your base language. I think this interview should be concluded here, as our viewers now have an idea of the sort of man you are.
In closing and doubling down on the pretentious wanker thing, I would like to take this final opportunity to say that thou art as a barren cloud that drifts without purpose across the sky, empty of rain, empty of light, and empty of any meaning worth the noticing. Even the meanest daisy that nods beside the path has more soul than thee, so fuck right off and I'll see you at the celebration, friend.